So I have a problem. And the problem is I can't stop buying DVDs. Over the past maybe month, I've collected about 35 DVDs and 4 Blu-rays. So let's get into this collection. There's this massive box of DVDs that I need to get through, so we're gonna do this quick today. So first, let's get through the Blu-rays. I have 4 Blu-rays here. This is the complete second season of The X-Files. A little while ago, I got the first season of The X-Files, but now I have season 2. A little later, we'll get into the third X-Files DVD I have in here. Marcel's playing Xbox. But I also have 2001: A Space Odyssey, which I ordered off of Amazon a long time ago. We have The Cell, which I just watched about 2 weeks ago. You know what? Maybe I've been collecting these for a lot longer than I thought. Anyways, we watched this last week and it was really good. It was the first time that I had ever seen it. I was very surprised by Vincent D'Onofrio's performance and I really enjoyed this movie. Last but not least, we have Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Now, you'll see here, I have every single one except for the Ghost Dimension. So I'm more or less going to go through this, kind of judging by what I have and have not seen. So, first, I have not seen Seven. Oh my god, what's in the box? I know all about this movie. I know the whole plot of this movie, but I've never actually seen this movie. Do you guys recommend it? Next, Hills Have Eyes 2. I have part 1, had to get part 2. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. I believe this is the one with Jessica Biel. This one is the newer one. Okay, I'm not actually sure which one this is, but I feel like this is the one that my friends and I had a Skype party with. We used to watch horror movies back in like 2007. We would like share screens on Skype and watch horror movies, and I think this is the Texas Chainsaw that I had seen back at a Skype party. God, it feels weird to say Skype. Next, I thrifted this. This is the Hannibal Lecter 2-pack, Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal. I already have Silence of the Lambs, but I thought this was too good to pass up. Also, thanks Frank for your DVD. Alright, now we're gonna get into the really good stuff. Batman Begins. I've been collecting these movies. I have The Dark Knight. I'm still looking for The Dark Knight Rises, but those are 3 of my favorite movies. Favorite Batman movies, I should say. Scream 3. Now, I don't have Scream 1 or 2 or 4, and I don't think that Scream 3 was the strongest one. It was pretty good for what it was. I actually really enjoyed it, but Scream 2 is my favorite out of all of them. So now I just have a collection to collect. Again, I'm always in the hunt to have a whole collection. And like I mentioned, more X-Files. This is the entire new series that came out. So it was rebooted a few years ago, and I was lucky enough to find this at Goodwill for $6 on half price day. So I only ended up paying $3 for it, but it's all of the whole season. And I've only ever seen half the season, so I'm very excited to be able to watch them all in succession now because I'm collecting them. Alright, this one needs no explanation. This is just Marcel and I's favorite movie together, Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. This is my favorite documentary, and if you guys have not seen this, I highly recommend that you go and watch it. I believe it's on YouTube for free. This is Dear Zachary, a letter to a son about his father. This is the most heartbreaking, most enthralling documentary that I've ever seen, and it's so real. It feels too real. It's very sad, but I really recommend it. Watchmen, which I actually found for $2. Here we have 2 classics that I am very excited about. The Fly and The Thing. I wasn't expecting to ever find these on DVD, like at our local place, especially because these are in such good condition. But I found these at our local record shop. They were $5 each, and I really could not pass it up. This movie is really yucky. Another one of my favorite movies in the entire world, Black Swan. I wanted to get the Blu-ray, but it was sold out when I went back, so I settled for the DVD. Now this is one that I've actually never seen, but I love David Lynch so much. This is Blue Velvet. This has, what's his face? Kyle MacLachlan, and I love Laura Dern. Laura Dern is one of my favorite actresses in the whole entire world. She's just so perfect. She could never do wrong. Even her role in Big Little Lies, as annoying it was, she could never do wrong. So I'm really excited to finally get to watch this. Okay, very recently, I think a week ago I went, and I didn't think it was gonna be as expensive as it was, but I mean, I guess it's a newer release. So 3 from Hell, baby! Haven't seen it yet, and I really was waiting to own it in the physical copy. I didn't want to download it. I didn't want to watch a downloaded copy because the audio is always messed up. But I just wanted to watch the genuine movie. You guys know how much I love Rob Zombie. So I finally cannot wait to watch this. So this one is awesome, and I had my eye on it for a long time. I'm very surprised that no one bought it. This is the Dark Crystal 25th anniversary, right? Yeah, 25th anniversary edition, but it's like one of those, but it's one of these where the picture is like holographic in 3D. Isn't that so cool? Also, because I love Guillermo, we have Pan's Labyrinth. I actually thrifted a Guillermo shirt a little while ago, and it has the guy with the hands and an eye. It's just a really cool shirt. Next, I'm gonna do a little bit of a speed run because the last 5 movies I really want to talk about. So first up, we have Paranormal Activity 2 and 3, which means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, Ghost Dimension. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, the marked ones, not Ghost Dimension. We have the Descent, which is one of my favorite horror movies. This is what got me into horror back in the, not literally, but like, it's what roped me into more, not American films. Like, this is a British film, so I mean, it really took me out of my comfort zone and took me on a wild ride underground. Next is Cabin Fever. It's not the one that, and I've told you guys that there's a scene in Cabin Fever where I don't feel comfortable watching when she shaves her legs and the skin comes off her legs. I don't like it. And then one of my favorite horrors to come out in recent years, Don't Breathe, which I believe we're getting a sequel to. I kind of excited, kind of not. I think the story could have just ended where it ended, and I would have been happy with it. And I left the price tag on that. I paid $3 for this one. Actually, our local, like, we have, in Canada, we have Game Cycle, which is not like EB Games. It's not like GameStop. It's where you essentially can go buy, like, gently used DVDs and games and action figures and stuff. So when I go there, they have a special usually where you can buy any DVD that is $3. You can get 5 for $10, which is worth it because anywhere else I usually pay $5 a DVD, which in thinking about it, oh my god, I have a lot of money spent in these DVDs. But I mean, this is what makes me happy. I don't drink, I don't party, I don't do drugs for the I smoke weed, but like I don't do drugs. So this is what keeps me sane. I've talked about my past, I've talked about the shitty shit that I've gotten into in my past, and this is what's keeping me on the straight and narrow, is collecting my horror movies and spending my time alphabetizing them and having this time to share with you guys. It keeps my mind busy and not thinking about bad things that I could be doing. When you are an addict and you have like an addict mentality, even though I'm 4 years, almost 5 years clean and sober, you have that fixation where you have to just kind of fixate on something to not feel that, oh, I need something else. I need to fill that void, and there is not a void anymore because I have so many things that I love and I'm passionate about. So I don't know, that was a little tangent and I'm just really happy. Anyways, the last 5 movies that I want to talk about, I'm so excited about. These are a handful of movies that I really wasn't expecting to collect. First off, you guys know that I have quite a few Quentin Tarantino movies, and I am a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, and I finally got my hands on Reservoir Dogs. Now, this is one of my favorite Tim Roth performances. I love Tim Roth with all of my heart and soul. So this, even though he like dies fairly early on, like he's so good in that movie. So there's that. Next is very exciting for me because my favorite production company is A24. I love A24 with all of my heart. That is what I will say to you, to express to you enough that I love something so much, but with all of my heart and soul, okay? Like that A24, really, A24 has made movies so much more worth my while, and this is Under the Skin. This is something I actually haven't seen, but I've heard really good reviews about, and I'm very excited to watch it. I just don't really like Scarlett Johansson, I will be honest with you. Okay, one of my favorite movies to ever exist. I love here we go again. This is why I saved these last movies for the last, because I love them so much. I love Yorgos Lanthimos. He's my favorite director. Between Yorgos Lanthimos and Mike Flanagan, they are two of my favorite directors, but this is The Killing of a Sacred Deer, and if you guys have not seen this movie, highly suggest that you just go into it not knowing anything and just watch it. Because Marcel came in like halfway through me watching it and then watched the end, and then the next day he was like, I can't stop thinking about that movie. And that was me with Parasite this past weekend. I can't stop thinking about Parasite. So these last two are very exciting for me. Last year, my favorite movie of the year was Suspiria. Holy crap, this was the best movie of 2018 in my opinion, and now I have both. I'm so excited. I just love these movies so much. I love movies that are not afraid to push boundaries and be weird and kind of be a little B-movie-ish. This one certainly isn't, but this one certainly is. So I don't know about you guys, but I think I have a huge, like, this was one of my favorite hauls yet. Now I just ran out of room officially, and I have to buy like a DVD rack because I have no more shelving left on the shelves or on my walls to put anything else up, and I also don't have anywhere for my Blu-rays, so they're all just kind of like shoved in this shelf here. So I really want to get a Blu-ray like rack. They have one on Amazon that I really want, so eventually we'll get the better things here. So that is it for this haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out. I am freezing. That is why I'm wearing this giant sweater. I am so cold. It snowed. We had our first snowfall of the year. We got like a good 3 inches of snow, and I'm not happy about it. I'm already over it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hang out. I have more exciting content for you guys. I have a lot of movies that I'm going to get to. What I watched for November, I'm very excited about. And I guess I will see you guys soon. Sayonara, suckers.